more in the boat. There's so many games out there to enjoy, but a lot of people get stuck playing the same game over and over and stuff like that. And I try to tell people how to play my 2 cents. Okay, ready? Especially in the competitive FPS space. As you get older as a person and a gamer, you have less time. And a lot of the competitive FPS titles that are out today are very old. Valorant, been out for 4 years now. Apex, been out for 5 years now. Overwatch, been out for 8 years now, right? These games have been out for many, many, many years. When a game has been out for a long time, people get good at it. The sweats, right? People who grind every day. People always say like streamers or whatever, like pro players, right? People put in a lot of hours. They're going to learn a lot of shit. They're going to learn text. They're going to learn angles. They're going to learn movements. They're going to learn meta. They're going to follow like what's strong. They're going to learn how certain heroes interact, characters interact, certain lineups, right? They're going to learn all of these things. And as the game gets older and older and older, those players become more and more refined, and they get better at it. They refine their craft, and they get better and better and better and better and better and better, to the point where the skill ceiling becomes so high that unless you have literal years of your life to dedicate to getting into it, you are not going to crack that top level. So what happens is, you as a player or a gamer come into a game when it's new, and guess what? There are people that are better than you, and there's a lot of people that are worse than you. And you put in some hours, you put in some time, put in more than the guy next to you, and all of a sudden you're like a diamond gamer, right? Like you're on the top end of, like, you're not like the best player in the game, but you're in that top 5, 10%. You're a good gamer. But then you got to get up and go to college. You got to go into college. You're going to classes for 8 hours. And then on weekends, your buddies want to go out and they want to drink and they want to go to the bar and they want to meet girls. They want to meet guys. They want to, you got some debate, you got sports, you got practice, right? And you can't put as many hours in. And then you hit the real world and you start working, right? And you start working and you got to go to work, you go drive to work, got to drive back. Let me finish my point. You drive to work, you drive back, and all of a sudden you're still a competitive gamer. You like to be good at games. You're someone that is good, but you're falling behind. And you're not enjoying that game as much anymore. And competitive FPS games don't come out the same rate they used to. Before, I used to have Call of Duty every year back from 2007, 2008, 2009. That was kind of the big thing. CS was the same game always. It was never really evolving, right? Where it's like you could learn everything and then that was it. Like you could just get better and better and better at refining those things, but there wasn't new maps, there wasn't new agents, there wasn't all this other stuff. You could always kind of hop back in and pick up where you left off. That's why CS pros have such long longevity, but Overwatch pros have some of the least longevity of any pros in any esport game at all, because it's constantly updating, it's constantly adding more stuff. So to keep up with everybody else in the rat race of being good at your game, you have to keep playing it with everyone else. You have to keep grinding it. It doesn't give you time to go to another game and play something else and learn something else, because at the same time, they're also getting better and they're also learning stuff because they're also getting new content. So you are in this current rat race where you're trying to stay as good as you are at the current game or get better at it, but you only have a certain amount of hours that you can put in. Plus the game's adding new content, it's adding new stuff, and people are getting better at it already. So if you decide to take 2 or 3 months and go learn another game, you go back to your original game, your ass getting packed the up. You're getting smoked. You are not going to be good. You're going to get rolled. And you know what though? If you're a competitive person, it's going to piss you off. You're going to be sad. You're going to genuinely be upset with yourself. You're going to be like, what's wrong with me? Why do I suck? You suck because you haven't put the hours in. You haven't played recently. Nobody wants to feel like that. People want to play games to have fun, but people also play games to be competitive. Games are competitive, especially in the competitive FPS space. So those people keep playing and keep playing and keep playing and keep playing because they're stuck in that game because they want to be a competitive FPS gamer. But there is no competitive FPS games that are new that are coming out. There is no new ones. There is the old ones that already exist and are constantly being remade or constantly being updated. It's only the same group. It's why Deadlock is such a great opportunity for people, because it's like, oh shit, everyone has to learn this new thing and everyone's starting at square one. Yes, some people have a lot more hours because they got early access. That's a different story. And there's some people that have better mechanical skill, right? But here's the deal. Players are stuck because they want to be good FPS players, but they don't have the time to grind. They're not going to keep up with the 13, 14, 15-year-old who has all the time in the world, doesn't really do a whole lot of sports, doesn't really do all this other stuff, right? But those people do like your game and they enjoy your game. Now here comes the problem. When you're super invested into a game like that and you only play that game and you want to stay good at that game and you have to keep putting in the hours, what happens when the game starts to go in a direction you don't like? What happens when the content doesn't feel good? What happens when the meta doesn't feel good? All of a sudden, you feel it just like everyone else, but if anything, stronger because you've been around for so long. And you've watched the same mistakes happen for years. If you've watched the mistakes happen for years, you know what's caused the mistake. You're like, hey dude, if you buff Baptiste's immortality field, you're all of a sudden feeling like you're not able to kill anything because every time you try to kill somebody, you drop a lamp on them and they don't die. And that's annoying. So like, we've all discovered as a community that's not a good thing for the game. We don't like that. Why did you buff immortality field, right? So, you have not only pro players, streamers, whatever, competitive gamers, like regular, everyday gamers who can see those previous mistakes and be like, wait, why did we do that? What the f is wrong with you? Like, we've made that mistake in the past, right? That's how you start to build a negative sentiment. Combine that with broken promises or a monetization system that becomes maybe a little bit more predatory, where someone feels like they constantly have to be buying more stuff when maybe in the past they didn't have to. You see where this problem becomes. I do grind both competitively and chill and be a maniac in chivalry too. Granted, I'm not some top underplay, but I'm having fun. But here's the thing though, right? You can say all that stuff, but like you have to understand that your experience isn't someone else's experience, and there might be people out there that are more competitive than you, and that is the level they want to be at. Even if they're not that good, they want to achieve it. So like, on some level, you're like, yeah, I kind of do that too, but not to the same extreme. But there are people who do enjoy the more extreme version, and they don't have another option. I'm telling you, this is how it happens. This is how people are. And those people are not lesser than you, and their opinions are not lesser than you either. Yeah, there's a lot of people that don't know how to express themselves properly, and they throw tantrums like children, right? And it's like, that happens, okay? That gets it. It's like, I totally get it, but like, I just don't believe in being like, telling people like, just quit or go do something else, right? Like, there's a difference though. Like, if you've been playing every day for like 2 weeks for like 14 hours a day, dude, you're gonna fry your brain. Like, you need to chill a little bit, but that's like for health reasons, not for like the game is being good or bad. Like, that's a totally different reason, because you could apply that to anything in life. But point is though, that's why I always say, like, when I see people like, you know, like, oh, you don't like Overwatch, oh, you don't like Valorant, oh, you don't like Apex, oh, you don't like whatever, just quit. I always get annoyed because like those people are the same people who like, they just want to plug their ears and go, la, 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 I don't want to listen to you. And it's like, dude, if you don't want to, like, it's people that get annoyed with stuff, right? Like, they see the same opinion over and over. They see the same tweet over and over. They see the same YouTube video over and over. They see like different versions of the same shit, but that's life. Life is about repeating the same shit in different situations when it comes up. We all do it. Like, we do it all the time. That's like, we literally do this all the time. This is literally what humans do. There is very few unique, brand new ideas that exist in the universe. And it's like, and those people are not lesser because they're talking about it. And it's like, you might feel that way. You might feel like they're yapping or they're talking too much or like, I'm tired of hearing it, but maybe you're too connected. Maybe you're so locked in that you're seeing so many people talk about that stuff that it's affecting you. Maybe you need to pull out a little bit, right? There's another way of looking at it, because there's also maybe somebody who's not as locked in as you are, and you don't see that doesn't see the opinions the same way as you. And that could be somebody that feels the same way as whatever tweet or video that they saw and didn't have a way of expressing it, and now can point at that video and go, wait, that's how I feel. And there's two things that are accomplished there. They now can point at something and it's hopefully not hyper radicalized, and it's like more of like a nicer explained way of why they're feeling the way they are or what problems they think exist. They can point to and be like, yeah, this is why I feel this, and point towards it. And it's a way for them to express themselves through someone else. I don't know how we ended up getting on that long ass rant, but pretty much I've always been kind of against the whole like, oh, if you just shut up and just leave. It's like, no, dude, those people have every right to be their same way as you. So